Home sellers, here's the truth. Buyers decide how they feel about your home in the first 90 seconds. Not their final decision, obviously, but the general emotional direction, whether uphill or downhill. And once they're going downhill, you're fighting gravity for the rest of the showing. They're just going to be looking for more problems that support the belief they've already formed. I'm Stu Galvis and I sell houses. And most sellers spend money on the wrong stuff because they're optimizing for features when buyers are reacting to signals. So in the next few minutes, I'll give you 3 signals buyers notice immediately and the simple fixes that move the needle without remodeling your house. Number 1, smell and air quality. Smell and air quality aren't a question of does it smell good? The real question is, does it smell like anything at all? Because strong smells, candles, plug-ins, cleaning products, last night's dinner, wet dog, they don't read as cozy or clean. They either read as, well, what are they hiding? Or this place smells. For example, if it smells like vanilla cupcake, buyers don't think about the cupcake part. They think you're covering something up. And if it smells like garlic or other spices, they're imagining that smell permeating the walls and living in the home forever. So here's the fast, practical fix. First, air out the house the day of showings. Second, replace the HVAC filter before you ever even start showings. Take out trash and clean the garbage disposal. And skip the fragrance. Neutral is the goal. And if there are actual residual smells in the house those 4 steps won't address, you may need to prep a little more in advance. Try having the carpets professionally cleaned or replace them if it's beyond shampooing. And if the home's ever been smoked in, or if there was ever smoke damage, it's likely that the walls and wood surfaces will need to be primed and painted prior to listing. Does the basement smell a little musty? You might need to consider professional cleaning and maybe even dehumidification. Look for sources of water and eliminate them prior to going on the market. Just remember, the goal is absolute neutrality. When it comes to a potential buyer's olfactory response to a living space, nothing is always better than something. Now, let there be number 2, light. Buyers don't walk in and say, yes, these lumens are suboptimal. They just feel it. Dark entryways, closed blinds, and one of the biggest, mismatched bulb colors. The one sad overhead light, or worse yet, no overhead lighting, which is pretty common in older homes here in Colorado. And the home feels smaller, older, heavier, and less valuable or desirable. But fear not. Here's the fix list. The top 3 lighting checklist items to complete before you list the property are, number 1, and this is a big one, match the temperature of all of the lights in the home and pick one vibe. Generally, the human eye enjoys 3,000 to 3,500 Kelvin the most. It's not too warm and not too cool. It's like the Goldilocks range for living spaces and bedrooms. Now, in bathrooms, think just a little closer to daylight, more like 3,500 to 4,000 K. Step 2, once you've picked your vibe, make sure to replace every dim or burnt out bulb in any lamp or fixture. There should never be a light a buyer can't turn on. Step 3 is to add lamps to dead corners, especially in the entry and living rooms. Now, once you're actively showing the home, your 2 moves are, first, open every blind and curtain. Yes, even the ones you never open. Let the natural daylight flow in as much as possible during showings, but don't forget step 2, which is turn on every light in the house. Every single one. Every lamp, all of the overhead lighting. If you've got under cabinet lighting, even the light on the vent fan in your kitchen. Turn on every source of light before a buyer walks into the home. And this is why I laugh when someone tells me they need new countertops, but the house basically feels like the Flintstones place. Let me tell you, countertops don't fix cave energy. Just like smell, lighting is a huge trigger for the senses, and the more effectively you execute, the better a buyer will feel about your home. The third thing that sets the tone for home buyers when touring your place is the entry sequence. And this is everything that happens between the time the buyers get out of their car until just a moment or 2 after they walk inside the home. It's what they see while their broker fumbles with the lockbox and tries to get the front door open. It's that front door moment. The first 10 steps inside, and it's the first sight line. What their eyes land on immediately. If the front yard and visible exterior of the home aren't maintained perfectly, if the front porch, front door, eaves, soffits, and facade are dirty, or if the paint's in bad shape, if there are any gaps or cracks anywhere, or if the entry zone is cluttered with shoes and backpacks and piles of mail, a crowded coat rack, or even worse, if it's noisy inside the home when they open the door, barking dog, loud TV, buyers feel stressed, and stressed buyers don't pay top dollar. But the good news is, it's fixable with the following checklist. Start from the outside in. Think about the front yard and all visible exteriors of the home. Maintain the turf, mow it, water it, seed it if there are any bare spots. Pull weeds, freshen up the mulch, trim trees and hedges. Make sure the exterior spaces all look Mayberry perfect. Caulk any gaps or cracks in the exterior. Replace any rotted wood, give it a pressure wash and or a fresh coat of paint, and definitely get that front door painted. Sand any rubbing edges or fix any weather stripping that make it hard to operate. The front door is the first operable piece of equipment that buyers test before seeing any part of the interior. And speaking of the interior, clear the landing zone. Make it boring. Simplify the first wall or console. Create one clean focal point. And make the first sightline bright and open with zero clutter. Reduce noise. Secure pets, turn off the TV, and keep calm music on low. Here's the punchline. The front yard, exterior, and entry create the opening scene. Don't let the movie get started off with chaos. So if you want to win the showing, stop obsessing over the big ticket stuff first. Dial in neutral air, great light, and a clean arrival entry sequence. Those three things will change the emotional trajectory of the showing in the first 90 seconds. If you want, I'm happy to get you a custom first 90-second plan for your house. What to fix, what to ignore, and what's actually worth the money in today's market. All you gotta do is comment 90 below. And if you found any part of this video helpful, please like it and subscribe to the channel for more real estate tips, tricks, hacks, and how-tos. I'm Stu Galvis and I sell houses. No hype, just results.